Well, they say the simplest products are always the best products, and that's what we're going to talk about today, the humble marker float. Now, trust me, I have gone through so many different marker floats in my angling. When I used to run my own tackle shop, I had an abundance of different brands to look at, and what really used to infuriate me so much was when I would be using a marker, I'd wang it out as far as I could. You know, you're trying to hit the 100 yards or whatever, you go to try and sort of pop the marker up and it's tangled, the swivel got tangled, or the braids tangled around the float, and it just really infuriated me. Fox then released these ones, which is the Exocet Marker Float, and for all its uses, it is without doubt the best one I've ever used in terms of all of it, in terms of buoyancy, but more than anything, it not tangling on the cast. And I'll explain why I think this is probably the best one out there. So the Exocet Marker Float Kit, to run you through the nuts and bolts of it and what you get in the kit itself. First up, you will get a 10-inch boom section. And the idea of that is so the float can pull itself away from the bottom of the lake bed, and so it's free from the weed and it will pop up on the surface nice and easy. You'll notice on the boom section as well, it's got a very generous O-ring, and that is to ensure that the braid can pass through freely, and then obviously the float will pop into the surface with ease. And the next piece of the kit for me is probably the most important one. It's the little tulip bead that we use. The angled tulip bead, which is also tapered as well, I think aids in this float and the whole system not tangling at all. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. And the idea of that is, because of the generous O-ring, the actual angled tulip bead and it being tapered finds its way into the O-ring. Once you've sort of feathered down the cast or you've hit the clip and you're feeling the lead down through the columns of the water, that tulip bead being tapered finds its way into that O-ring, and then once it hits the bottom of the lake like so, it is ready for you to sort of peel off the line. And then once the markers hit the top of the lake, you're then free to deploy your spom, your catapult, your throwing stick, whatever your choice of tool is to bait up to the actual marker float. Mega buoyant as well, crazy buoyancy on these. I've fished in really weedy venues and the float always finds its way through the weed and pops to the surface. So in a nutshell, guys, that is the Exocet Marker Float. I cannot recommend it enough. Get yourself on the Exocet Marker Kit.